Hello guys and welcome to round one here in the men's Supa-Liga. Just give us a second here to change the battery pack. The game hasn't started yet.
Who's on kick, right?
Showing us. Can you take it off and go back to pre-game graphic?
And today for Furia Futsal Club we have Yeti Yong in goal, number 40, Kyle Davis, number 20, Amir Ali Azimi, number 2, Sam Kaminidi, number 4, Spasoja Zestic, number 48, and that's a goal! Instantly, right off the rip, I was caught off guard, and what a start this is for Furia Futsal Club. Barely 15 seconds into the game. Let's have a look here, just a loss in possession, great pass through the middle and shot, and it goes in, rattling the Eagles' net. And Yeti Yong does well, and now Furia Futsal Club just have to slow the game down. They've been incredibly sharp in this first 15 seconds, and now Eagles will fight them on with full force, and here we have it, the first counter-attack of the game, where they slow it down, they do well there, and that ball just goes out of bounds. And as I was saying, we have a shot here, and there's that in, and what a save, Yeti Yong! Incredible save there, shots from Miguel Oliveira. And I'll be watching that save again. Good movement from Furia again, and they're in the danger zone now, but they lose it, and a counter-attacking chance. Furia recover well, and is that a handball? Possibly not, because it was right next to him in a natural position. And now Furia, another counter-attacking chance. Ball still in. Does well there, Zetic. A lot of pressure, but now Atta wins his team a corner ball. And will he shoot from there? And he does, and saved by Ong, who does really well. But seems to have been hit in the head. Ong, brave keeping from him again. As Arta switches for Jaja in the Eagles bench. And for the Eagles players we have Daniel Forbes, who usually plays the second half, Ethan Hardy in goal. We have Dylan DeToro on the ball right now. And then we have Jordan Spence, number 91, on the ball, tries to find Miguel Oliveira, but ball goes out of bounds. And then on the bench we have Yusuf Amiri, number 10, Adam Haddad, number 22, and that's your Eagles lineup today. Toro on the ball to Jaja, who's looking to slow this game down. In case you didn't know, in the Winter League it has changed to 14-minute stop clock halves. Jaja with a shot and Yeti Young again. What an insane start to the game he's having. And that ball is still in, and Amri on the ball. Good ball to Spence. And now Jaja to Toro. To Amri, who does well to dribble in the middle. And great pass to Jaja, but well defended. And now Azimi does well, but Amri again. Heroics may have his first shot of the game. And Hong, honestly incredible from him so far. Looking to show why he is the first team keeper for Furia. Now Amri tries to find Toro, but goes out of bounds. Azimi keeps that one in, but goes out of bounds. And now Hardy on the ball, plays it long, tries to find Toro but loses it instantly. Now Zestic loses it to Amri, who does really well 2v2, but that pass across was not found, and now an advantage is played. A bit late, but he was looking if the Eagles had the advantage in that instance, and the answer was no. Toro on the ball, plays it to Jaja, who finds Amri. And on a bit of transfer news, we have Daniel Scambelluri, who has switched from the Eagles to Furia, unless he tricked me. And I believe he has. We may see a Daniel Scambelluri play against Eagles in the first game today, which would be quite funny. And he may not play, but he is on the team sheet, and that was a foul committed by Adam Haddad. And now it's either Davis or Zestic. Davis to Zestic, who takes a shot, but Amri blocks well. And now under pressure, but does well. Good idea, but Toro couldn't find his teammate and passes it straight back. Zestic on the ball, looks for the run and just nearly, but a bit of a rushed one considering they're currently 1-0 up and can afford to slow the game down, of course. And now Toro, great chip there to Jaja, who takes that one off bounds. Yeti Young with a long throw that goes out of bounds. Davis wins the ball. Kaminidi tried to find Zestic. Not on this occasion. What a ball this is. Atta, great ball across. Amri with a chance. But that one off target. Ong plays a great ball to Zestic, who still has the ball. Zestic! And nearly had Davis on, but it wasn't a bad effort. And now Oliveira on again. And what a chance this is, Oliveira. But Ong, again, just bravely taking that one out. Davis plays a great ball through the middle, but just a bit too much weight behind that. And now Jaja loses it to Zestic, who seemed to be rushing a bit too much for Davis's liking there. And now Tawfiq. Great movement there, what a chance. They had Arta up top, who was free, but confusion. Now Arta, what a ball. But cleared away by Davis, and is that not a foul, possibly just a really strong block. Oliveira, good ball, but not on the same page in that occasion. And bit of a battle there, but Caminiti comes out on top. Zestic with a chance here, Zestic! And he scores! That's the second goal for Furia Futsal Club off the assist from Sam Caminiti. The Eagles just off those counter-attacking chances. And they now need to be more sharp, or more sharper than ever. Two relatively cheap goals. And now Eagles will turn up the pressure. They will need to take some risks, possibly, to try and equalize in this game. Toro tries to find Oliveira, but again Ong is very comfortable with his feet, but just clears that one away. Arta looking for options, has Spence, but plays Toro. Toro does well. And back to Spence, to Oliveira, who tries to cross it in, and again cleared away by Ong. Toro. Tawfiq tried to get a hand or touch really to that one, but still goes out of play for the Eagles. Eagles aren't their usual sharp selves at the moment, possibly just missing Amro Arta today, and that is definitely a foul. But as I was saying, Amro Arta with a ankle injury, possibly back in the coming weeks, but not today. And now Dylan De Toro to Spence. And what a ball that is with Ong again. In terms of formations at the moment, it's been 3-1 I believe for both teams, but Furia have been moving just a bit more fluidly and rotating better so far. What a great idea that is, and Hardy on the edge of his line catches that one. And now Arta on the ball, plays Oliveira, who's in trouble there, and really catching a foot to that one. Arta in the danger zone. But Toro plays it to Spence. Spence to Arta, great ball through Spence, and again Yeti Young. Heroic saves from him so far in this first half. Now Jaja subbing on, as well as Adam Haddad. And Oliveira plays it back to Toro, to Jaja. Fresh energy and intensity is exactly what the Eagles need at this point. We haven't seen the drive to win this game so far from the Eagles. the intensity that they usually have in games is usually infectious and causes other teams to try to match their energy level nearly every time. And now Toro to Hardy, who needs to slow down but plays Haddad, but ball rolls over to the hands of Ong. Kemenini on the ball, plays it back. And now Amri as well, switching for Oliveira, plays it back to Toro. Amri, good movement, has options, but rushing it a bit too much. And now Azimi with a chance, Azimi! And Hardy does really well to take that one away from the net. And having a look here, it's Kylian Peru on the ball now, plays it to Azimi, Azimi blocked by Jaja. And unsure what's happening really. It seems like there's a hole in the pitch, or in the net really, but hard to fix that one, but I guess the bib will do for now. And now Azimi with a chance, shoots, caught by Hardy, who plays Amri, and a fast counter-attacking chance. Amri, lots of space here, he drives, but not on target. But that's exactly what we need to see from the Eagles. Just that drive to go forward and take every chance they have. And now Ong plays it to Nadasan. Toro plays Jaja, who's under pressure, and that definitely was two arms up. However, not a foul. Davies will play the ball, and he finds Nadasan, who is under pressure from Amri, double teamed, and he does really well, but Toro wins the ball. And now Amri plays Haddad to Toro, and Ong catches that one again. Davis to Zestic. Kemenini under pressure but does well, and he was waiting for the advantage, which is the right call. At least from my angle. And now Kemenini doesn't opt to slow the game down and passes it straight to Hardy. Toro to Amri. Good ball to Jaja, lots of space, but Davis does well again. Amri. Jaja to Toro. And as you can see here, it's a 3-1, and Furia also seem to be defending man-to-man, or box defense really. Toro. Spence, try to find that ball across to Amri, but again Furia just really on top of their defense so far. Just really aware now. Definitely a foul by Toro, who pulled the shirt of Tawfiq. And 4 fouls each. Possibly a 10-meter penalty coming up soon if any team here commits 2 more fouls. Now Zestic loses the ball. Amri does well. What a dribble through, and just nearly had one more play to beat, but now Zestic 2v2 for Furia. Davis on the shot, but blocked by Toro. An excellent catch there. Now Davis to Tawfiq, plays it across to Zestic. Zestic again! And was that saved? It definitely looked like it was. And yes, it is. Shot there and post and not in. Was that out? I'm a bit confused. I thought that ball was still in. I'm very confused, but game goes on. Amri shoots and saved. And now Toro with a chance. Toro shoots, and ball goes for a corner. And we'll have to have a look at the VAR review to figure out if that was out of bounds or not. But now Spence tried to shoot but blocked well. Let's have a look here. Honestly, hard to tell from the camera's angle, unfortunately, but Hardy with a very risky pass there. And honestly, at this point in the game now, Eagles need to find their pace in this game. They have been losing the ball way too often, as you see here. And now Tawfiq tried to find his teammate there, but not in this time. Peru. Oliveira to Toro. Now Furia, let's see if they have that drive to score one more. Will they be a bit more safe in this remaining 40 seconds of the game? Zestic, Davis, just a bit of misunderstanding of the positioning of their players, but I'm assuming Furia want to ensure that Arqam Eagles don't get a foot into this game, and no goal. But Spence has a chance here, but blocked by Zestic. 20 seconds left here in this first half. Toro to Arta, back to Toro. And 2-2 now. Arqam Eagles, great ball across, but well defended. Davis, possibly the last shot of the game, and 1 second remaining for this first half. And I forgot what this was called, but Toro may have an attempt at net. And blocked by Ong, and that's the end of the first half.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week in Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
And welcome to the second half. Again we have it's round 1, Furia Futsal Club versus Arqam Eagles. Now Arqam Eagles Zestage, will he have a chance to win his hat-trick? But Toro does well and Georgia takes that out of bounds. And as I was saying, Zestage has scored 2 goals in the first half, possibly on for a roaring start at his first week in the winter season. And now Azimi with a chance. Azimi saved by Hardy, who was on the edge of his D. Hardy does really well, but shot comes through and Davis shoots that one a bit too high. And incredible scrambling there from Ethan Hardy. And Amri rushing that one a bit too much. I still think the Eagles' strength is counter-attacking chances, but they definitely need to control the ball a bit more. It has been going to the Furia side way too often. And now Zestage to Davis. Amri does well. Amri finds Oliveira, and who's under pressure with no options, but Toro plays it to Amri. Amri! And again, Ong does well. Who plays Davis. Davis with a long range ball, but goes to the hands of Hardy again. Zestage with a chance here. Zestage! And no hat-trick found this time. But he does have 12 minutes to try to find that final shot for the hat-trick, and now Nandasan on court again. And that ball doesn't find Azimi. Eagles will restart play. And honestly, in these first rounds in the winter season, what a ball that is. And doesn't find Georgia. But as I was saying, in the winter season, it's always the first week where you need a bit of time, possibly because of changes in the team, and just to gel with your teammates better. But now Azimi with a chance, shoots! Saved by Hardy again. And Zestic nearly volleyed that one in, and it's keeper's ball. But the Eagles aren't as sharp as they were in the summer season, and just may need this week to find it. And if they can, they will want to find their sharpness in this half. And Amri just takes that one off bounds as Kamenidi comes on for Zestic, and Kamenidi with a good run, but a bit too much weight behind that throw. Now Oliveira, and that one nearly deflects in off Tawfiq, but it is a corner ball. Oliveira to Toro, blocked by Tawfiq again. Really good pressure there, and it's cleared away. Furia ball. Tawfiq plays it back to Azimi. Azimi to Kamenidi with a great turn. Kamenidi dribbles and saves again. Hardy, and that's in. Azimi and Kamenidi together. They make it 3-0. And what a beautiful turn from again. Oh my days, that turn needs an instant replay, but wasn't there. And all of a sudden, 3-0 for Furia Futsal Club. The goal scorers have been Azimi and Zestic. And now the Eagles seem a bit rattled, but again they need to find their footing. Now Azimi on the ball, plays it back to Tawfiq. Tawfiq looking for options, and Jaja doesn't find Toro there. Nadasan, and with a bit of a miss pass there. Toro to Jaja. He plays it back. Arta looking for options. And great ball to Toro. Toro back to Jaja. Under pressure. As you can see here, Furia opting to press at that halfway line, and it seems to be working really well. The Eagles aren't able to handle that fast pressure so far, or that fast press, sorry. Now Arta with the ball, passes it to Jaja, but cleared away. And now Jaja to Toro. Spence on the ball. What a touch that was, and Spence wasn't ready for that run. Kamenidi plays a good ball to Tawfiq. Tawfiq has the run of Kamenidi in the middle, but loses it. Jaja to Arta, counter-attacking chance. But Eagles do well to slow it down. And what a ball that is, Jaja! What a ball that was from Arta. But Jaja couldn't find that connection. And now Ong. And so far, GK Midi, the predictor of futures, thinks it will be 4-2 for Furia. But honestly, the Eagles need to start pumping up that intensity if they want to make that a reality at this point. And now Toro plays it back to Hardy, and that's definitely a double touch if he gets it. But Arta does well. Spence does well to keep that ball up. And now Jaja plays that one across to Toro. Toro, great ball to Jaja. Jaja with a shot. not caught, but Ong, and that did not sound very nice. Just a bit of a collision. And shot from long range, Hardy again. Caught there. And now Toro. Doesn't find his teammate, but at this point, Eagles need every run they could see. That was a good ball, but just again, not on the same page. The Eagles players who may have not played together for a while and cleared away. Caminiti shoots long range. Sorry, that was another son who shot and not on target. And now Jaja, as Adam Haddad comes on court. Not a single foul committed in this first half, and to me that says a lot. Eagles need to raise their intensity, even if it means being a bit more physical at the cost of drawing in fouls. They need every chance they can, and now Spence plays it back to Toro. He does well there, shoots. Never mind there. Piru opts to slow the game down. And just a bit of confusion there between Caminiti and Piru, as Piru switches in for Davis. Spence to Toro. Really well done there by Davis to put the pressure as soon as Toro gets the ball. And that is a yellow card for Dylan De Toro. And it seems like Dylan De Toro will be playing fifth man today, as he seems to be wearing the keeper kit. Fifth man it is the call from Mason Kanani, who is the coach for Arqam Eagles, or Kanani. Now Davis, they can't be losing the ball like this. Davis shoots but off target. And that's the first rolling foul of the game for pulling a shirt. Dylan De Toro plays it to Oliveira. That is double touch, so he can't touch that one. I'll be nice. And that's Zestic on the ball. Plays it to Nazasan, who shoots, and not a shot, but what an excellent pass that was. Kind of caught between the players. Davis must have seen that ball late. And now Amri does really well. What a touch that is. Great turn. And it's still in. Amri, is that in? And unfortunately not. And no handball seen. And Ong on the ball, plays a long ball to Davies. What a ball that is. Davis keeps that one in. And goes out of bounds. Zestic! Again Hardy saved, stopping Zestic from getting his hat trick. And it's still 3-0, Nadasan. Really good back heel, and now Azimi loses the ball to Jaja, but Zestic drives, and really good tackle there from Azimi. And Hardy. Did it come off a Furia player? Apparently it did. It's a Furia ball. Azimi with a shot, and really good shot that was, but just not on target. But this is what I expect to see from Eagles, who need to take more shots on target, and that definitely is double touch. And it just seems like the Eagles are rattled. Amri possibly thought Toro was a player. Just maybe confused at what fifth man is. But now an indirect free kick for Furia Futsal Club. And Zestic with a chance to make it. With a chance to make it a hat trick, and just waiting for the kid to go out of court, and he does. And now Davis to Zestic with a back heel, and great save there from Hardy. Hardy, who does incredibly well. And Davis to Zestic. To Nadasan. Really good movement here from Furia Futsal Club. A bit of a dangerous run there, nearly hitting a few spectators. And now Nadasan does well, but Azimi under pressure tries to take that ball out of bounds, and he does. Azimi to Zest. What a ball that is, but Atta was ready. And Zestic with an excellent touch. Zestic drives forward. Amri, Zestic. And Amri's ball.
Get out, get out, get out.
Amri again on the ball. But Davis has lots of space, plays Azimi. Azimi with a cross, but Amri, or Atta, sorry, wins it. And out of bounds. And Tawfiq and Kaminidi coming on court now for Zestic and Nadasan. I was hoping Zestic stays on, possibly to get that hat trick in the first week. Amri does want to win that ball, and Oliveira plays it to Atta. Atta, will he shoot here? Well defended again. Jaja! Not on target this time, but definitely one of the bigger threats in the Arqam Eagles bench. Or team, really. Tawfiq tries to find Kaminidi, but finds Amri instead. Amri does really well, dribbles past, and I believe that hit the post and out. And Ong passes it straight to Hardy, showing a bit of camaraderie there. And now Atta to Jaja under pressure, and all of a sudden it seems like Furia are pushing past that first half, and now Yetiong, brave keeping, and he's still in the middle of the court somehow. And it's a pretty usual occurrence, honestly, for Yetiong to be in the wrong half. And now Amri plays Haddad to Oliveira. And that ball goes back to Ong. And Tawfiq had his feet a bit confused there. And it's an Arqam Eagles ball, who are not even playing fifth man at the moment. Possibly because they weren't playing it well when they did. Amri to Ata, under pressure. And Fury honestly just doing really well to decide when to press, and that's Ata. Excellent interception there from Kaminidi. Kaminidi with a long range shot. And goes straight to Hardy again. A bit of a long range effort, but not against it. 2 minutes left now. Azimi slows it down, I believe, but under pressure does well. Davis to Azimi, who gets fouled. He was obstructed as Piru switches on for Azimi. And it seems like Piru will be taking the shot. And Hardy is a bit nearsighted here, honestly, with Kaminidi running in the D, but well blocked by the wall. And shot again. Amri does well, but it's still in the box, and Kaminidi couldn't find Tawfiq there. Right. Excellent piece of skill from Kaminidi. He's just really good at turning around, and now Kaminidi wins the ball for his team, and just 2 minutes left. And Tawfiq tries to dribble through, but Amri does well. Under pressure, Amri loses it. Tawfiq. Oliveira now looking to clear that one away. Haddad does really well. And options there for Haddad. Haddad. There's Oliveira. Oliveira to Haddad. Couldn't find that final back heel. A bit of a messy one there, and now Kaminidi. Ong plays a great ball to Tawfiq. Tawfiq with a chance. And Hardy definitely didn't get a touch on that ball. As it is a foul, definitely. Even if Hardy is a bit confused. And the decision was yellow card for Hardy. And now Zestic. I'm really hoping for that hat trick. 1 minute left for him. And Piru on the ball. Hardy standing on that wall, but the back post does seem to be wide open. Piru! And saved by Hardy, who was kicked by his own teammate. And now Hardy to Ata, under pressure. Does really well to go through that middle. And now Oliveira plays it back to Ata. And Ong looking for options. Finds Piru, but out of bounds. Arta, 30 seconds left. Will Arqam Eagles be able to find their first? And well defended there by Tawfiq Kaminidi. Does well but loses the ball. Haddad on the ball. Good spin and Spence. Saved by Ong, who slows the game down. But speeds it up again. Long throw. Cleared away. 15 seconds again for Zestic. Kaminidi, long range shot. And this one goes way over the bar as well. He's done that more than once today, but played well regardless, especially with that third goal that was assisted by Sam Kaminidi himself. And now 10 seconds left, and that's possibly the end of the game now. Ong plays it to Zestic. And Spence with the last shot, and it's GG. 3-0 for Furia Futsal Club. Excellent game there by Yeti Ong, who was in a brick wall. Spaznic, Zestic, as well as Sam Kaminidi. Thank you for watching the game, and we'll be back with the next one after showing the stats.